Greetings and welcome to Empires of the Undergrowth. I'm KatherineOfSky, and as you know, I love playing colony builder simulation games, and this one is a tiny bit different, as you might be able to tell. We are going to be building an ant colony, and this game reminded me so much of SimAnt. I was thrilled when the developer offered me a key for me to play this for you guys. Thank you so much to Slug Disco Studios for the key. And I've been playing a bit and trying to figure out the game and see how it works, and I've been having a lot of fun, so I'm really pleased to show this to you today. So we're going to start a brand new Formicarium. We are... This game is distinctly different from SimAnt in that, if you remember, we were playing various ants. You could be the queen, or you could be a soldier, you could be a gatherer ant, but we are going to be sort of a manager of this colony. And we need to start a new one. This was my test one. So we're going to say a new one. And I think, let's see, what shall we call it? Maybe Dirt Haven. That sounds good. Start. Sorry for the my cat is very interested in stuff. All right.
Ah, I see the queen has taken well to her new home.
Okay, I'm going to turn up the volume for the voiceovers for now. Can I do this? Turn this down a bit. Oh my goodness, that's my Eleanor.
It's fascinating. She has already started to spawn. Incredible, really, that we found such a healthy specimen.
How long until we can expect to see interspecies polymorphism?
We should be patient and allow the colony to grow first. I've placed food nearby. Then we will introduce the Formica fusca and observe their reaction.
Excellent. Keep me updated on their progress.
All right, so we're sort of one of these scientists, and you can hear the male and the female scientists talking in the background, and it's...
Come on now, my little ants. You need space to grow. Dig, dig, dig.
Yes, we're going to issue the dig commands in a second. So the game starts off in... This is the Formicarium where you can... it's kind of like... as a sort of a macro control level.
Is something wrong?
I've provided them with food just a few centimeters south of the queen, but they don't seem to be interested.
They're not interested,
They are too
no.
distressed to collect food, then we will have to replace the colony and start again.
Be quiet,
a terrible
people.
waste.
They're telling me to hurry up. But anyway, we start off by, and this controls access to the other levels of the game. So we need to complete these two to get the materials or the stuff. I don't know what otherwise to call it, because a part of the stuff is we have territory tiles, which controls how far we can build outward. We have royal jelly, which is like tech points, technology points, and then we have some food, which is scattered on the surface of the colony, and also our first little bit of food is going to be down here. So after we play these, which are in completely different areas, then we can have our Formicarium Challenge 1, and that will enable us to get to level 2. So that's going to take place in this actual colony. So let's, the first thing we can do is we have the help notes, which are on the right here. If you click on them, they tell us pretty good stuff. Yeah, like I said, this is your hub from which you will launch levels, upgrade your home colony, and put it to the test. The Formicarium has 2 types of resource you will not see in other levels, and you will receive more of these by playing other levels. Territory limits the number of tiles you can mark for excavation, and the other is the royal jelly. From time to time, notifications with an eye symbol or tips with a light bulb will appear here, and you can right-click to remove them. You can also turn them off, which is really handy. Let's see, this one. Okay, to expand your colony, you're going to need space. When no tool is selected, left-clicking on an undug tile will mark it for excavation. If a worker can reach the tile, they will head to it and dig it out. Just south of your queen is some food, marked by the green outline. There it is. Try marking the tiles between your queen and the food for excavation. I can do that. All right, let's see if that's close enough. We can just
They're beginning to expand their territory.
Excellent news.
All right, and our worker ants are going to go and collect some of this food. And they're going to bring it toward the queen. Okay, and this is our food and max food that we can have stored. So what we need to do is we're going to need to dig out an area where we can store food. All right, what is this? Okay. All right, if an ant sees food, it will pick it up and bring it back to the colony where it can be used, provided you have storage space. Once it's stored in your nest, the value of the food will be added to your resource counter at the top right and can be spent on tile improvements or hatching new ants. So that's the way you improve your colony. You can build new ant nests, and you can build storage space, and all of it costs food. So food is kind of like the money in the game. All right, now we have resources. You can build some new workers for the colony. They're telling us to select the nurseries tab from the bottom right, which is it's called Brood Creep menu here, but this is what it is you can select a nursery tile and you can put it anywhere you want. However, there are benefits to putting it certain places rather than others, and it's going to tell us here, okay, any idle worker may bring an egg from a queen to the nursery tile. These eggs develop and eventually hatch into new ants for your colony. Your population is limited to 1 per nursery tile of that type of ant. When an ant dies, the egg on the tile it was born on can hatch for a cost. So the queen makes all of the eggs, and then the workers transport them to the nursery tiles. I think we can go ahead and make a nursery down here maybe for more worker ants. Okay, let's just put down a few of these guys here. It is highly advantageous.
The queen has begun to lay new eggs.
Perfect. We will soon have a thriving colony.
Okay. So it's highly advantageous to build them in a hexagonal shape, as it's going to tell us shortly. So you can see there's some food over here. That's what all these nuts and bits are. But we're going to see the queen is going to lay eggs, and they're going to grab those the eggs and put them on these nursery tiles, which are kind of greenish. Okay, let's see what else we have to say here. The food stores are full. All right, here it is. Your nest design will affect how your colony performs. Ants receive a movement speed penalty when they walk on a nursery tile improvement, so building corridors and closed-off rooms allows faster movement around the nest. Corridors can be improved with the speed tile improvement to further increase the efficiency of nest movement. So this is, yeah, that's a good idea to have separate rooms. I think I'll build one out here as well for the next type of ant we're going to need, because it's also close to the queen. Okay. In the bottom middle of the screen is your pheromone marker assignment panel. Okay, and this is telling us how we can assign ants to automatically go to places. So what we want to do is I'm going to go and just dismiss that message. We're going to open up the outdoors. So if you click on this lock, an ant is going to go there and open up our out of doors. All right, let's go. Okay, and we have the outside. Now this is still in the lab, so you can see there's definite markers here and whatnot. And every now and again, food appears here after you complete the other levels. Sometimes there's like little grubs and things up here. I am not seeing any of that at the moment, but what you can do, if you want to, is assign some of your ant to one of these groups and place a pheromone marker, and your ants will gather around that spot. This is really handy if you like have a pool of food and you want them to gather stuff. You can see them all coming up from the ant nest, and here they are gathering. This is also critical when you want to use your soldier ants to go ahead and attack enemies. All right, so let's go back down to the Formicarium, to the underground anyway, and see what else it has to say. Okay, we have the level select. We'll go over that in a second. Far left is the nest group. So this nest group cannot have pheromone markers. You can't direct them. They do jobs around the nest, including digging, carrying eggs to nurseries, building tile improvements, and upgrading tile improvements. Okay, so we're going to just dismiss that. Okay, once you're ready, open the level select dialog. I'm not going to use all of my materials right now because we're going to need them later. So let's go ahead and start a brand new level. And we'll start with new home. All right, we need to go with, I think we'll go with medium difficulty. And each difficulty you choose gives you a bonus for these materials. The first one is territory. This one is food, which is distributed on the surface here. And then the third one is royal jelly, and those are just tech points. Now, the first time you play one of these challenges, you get a bonus. So that's already added into this. If you choose hard, you get more of stuff. If you choose insane, you get even more, and then easy is a little bit less. So we're going to say medium. That seems like a fine level of challenge for us. And
this Formica Fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable. Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
Yes, they will. So this level, having played it several times, there isn't actually a rush, but you need to be extremely careful. Those red knock marks, those are enemies. Do not engage enemies unless you are prepared. That is superbly important. We're going to go ahead and dig down here and start building a hexagonal chamber area where we can start...
The ants have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
Yes. Okay. Right. Outside of the Formicarium, digging is free and there's no tech tree. These levels are set up with units that you can build, and tile upgrades are automatically unlocked. On winning these missions, you will select rewards to take back to your Formicarium colony. Okay, and... Okay, they tell you a little bit more about the woodworms. They provide 25 food each for your colony, so they're quite valuable. Now, this game is slightly like War for the Overworld. When you have these levels, you dig and you find stuff, out in the fog of war, and then the resources are not replenished, so you have a very limited amount of resources that you can deal with. All right, the first thing we're going to need to do is, since our little worker ants really can't fight, or they're extremely ineffectual at it, we need to build some black ants here. So we're going to start building as much as we can. These cost 50 food to build each. So right now, it's going to be good. I think we would also like to build some food tiles, maybe. Let me see if I can... want to maybe go here and here to get some food tiles. Okay, that's this one. So we have a little bit more food storage area. And we can also upgrade these tiles when there's enough bonuses around the sides. So if I take out this tile here and I put another food tile there, it's going to upgrade that tile. As you can see, it's going to add another connection here, or it should. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. This one ends up being, it ends up having two neighbors. So we're going to upgrade this one, and we have 100 food storage, and this is going to increase it even more till we have 130. So that one increased, so this one can increase. And every time you upgrade a tile, it costs as much as you paid for it initially. So now we can store 160 food. And this is really a very, very efficient way to do food storage instead of having masses of smaller food tiles, which is going to cost you a lot more money. Okay, so we're having our black ants starting to exist here. We want to try to get the food places that are free, like they don't have any enemies with them right now. I'm going to put the black ants in a separate area. There we go. And we can put our pheromone marker here so they can help kill these woodworms. Here we have the abilities to gather and fight. So sometimes you want to prevent them from gathering food or prevent them from fighting, depending on what you're doing. And those are how to toggle them on and off. You just click them and they go red to indicate they're not going to do a specific thing. Now, as we are getting more food, I'm going to add more
This colony
tiles.
must remain small for now.
Okay.
Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Yes, he says that every time. Okay, so we're going to have our worker ants dig through to this area here, and we want them to get all this stuff. So we're going to have our worker ant, or our soldier ants go over here. They can help carry food back. Oopsies, not that. I want to be really careful because when you dig, sometimes these areas are open, like that whole area was open. So you don't want to get an enemy if you're not ready for them yet. So we're going to build some more of these guys. Right now I'm going to go for having a full hexagon of black ants until I can afford to upgrade them. They cost 50 food per tile, and then they cost 50 food to upgrade. There we go. Okay. There we are. Okay, so they got all that food. We should be ready. We have 7 ants. I think we can take on this area here, which is going to be 2 enemies. Let's see what else have we got. That's it. That's all. Okay. All right, we're going to do it. It's going to be fine. Remember also that you need to keep some food in reserve because if your soldiers or whatever other ants get killed, then they have to be replenished with the food supplies. And they cost like a minimal number to hatch. I think it's like 5 food to hatch a new ant. Okay, I'm gonna. First of all, I should have gotten my pheromone marker here, so that the soldiers are ready to encounter anything that comes from this newly dug out area. I'm gonna be real cautious here. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's go and get these guys.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ochiposolens, the devil's coach horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey.
Yeah.
They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters.
Okay, so we were able to overcome them, but we had a lot of ants killing them. They are very dangerous. Note that I have played this level several times. The first time I played, I did not succeed. So we're gonna be fairly cautious in this. All right, let's go and see about getting this area also uncovered. Okay, let me go. We need to also protect our queen at all costs. So that's one reason I'm having my soldiers really close to where we're going to encounter those enemies.
There are intruders in the nest.
There we go. Here we have 3 of them. Now it seems like the priority is going to be fighting most of the
If the ants
time.
disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate.
That's right.
They must expand with caution.
Okay, so here we are getting some of these guys. Here's the information of these guys. The larvae of the devil's coach horse will attack ants on sight. They deal medium damage each bite and bite fast. It would be wise to take on groups of them only when you outnumber them. Their corpses provide 15 food. All right, let's go ahead and build more of these guys. Okay, so we're done with that one. Let's see what else it's telling us. Yeah, the black ant colony can produce soldiers. These are combat units and will not perform the jobs workers do, although they can pick up and harvest food from dead creatures. They deal much more damage than workers and have more health. Once a tile is surrounded by 6 tiles of the same type or walls, it can be upgraded. From the build menu, select the upgrade tool. You will now see tiles that can be upgraded denoted by a complete green circle. Click on them to mark for an upgrade. So that's what we were doing a little bit earlier, is just upgrading those these things here. Let's see. I would really like to start upgrading some of these guys, or should, well, maybe numbers is better to a degree.
This colony must remain small for now.
Okay, that's fine.
Food is too scarce
We'll get
to
another
support
one.
greater numbers.
This is the next area that is advisable to conquer. It only has 2 enemies, but some of the later ones have a lot of enemies. So we really need to build carefully and grow as we can. Okay, there we go. Up here we have our totals. We have 7 worker ants and 13 soldier ants. Okay, come on, ant. Go, go, go.
There are intruders in the nest.
There we go. Our ants just surround them, or try to anyway. Oops, get closer. My ants are too far behind. I should have had them go further. I lost 2 soldiers in that encounter, so it's going to cost me food to have to go and replace them. I think I want to make... actually, we could take out some of this area and make it food storage up here. And I want to make this a little bit wider so our ants don't have to run into the queen. Okay, let's build food storage here. And we can upgrade, maybe, well, I don't know if we can upgrade this. We'll have to see. We can also make fast walking paths for our ants. And I kind of want to do that. Let me just see. What I also want to do is I do not want to have direct access to the queen. Like, I'm not going to go tunnel through this way, because if these are dangerous and my ants are dying, they're gonna just get my queen instantly. So we want to create kind of almost like a tower defense where we have a little bit of a maze so that it gives us time to hatch our brand new ants and get them quickly to where they need to go. I'm gonna make some sort of express tiles, walking tiles here, just for, you know, gathering the ants around. All right, let's go ahead and upgrade some of these guys. As you can see, they have like 1 diamond, and that's like level 1 ant. And then higher level ants are going to have, you know, more diamonds, obviously, but they have more health, more damage, and more attack speed. Okay, so I think we might be ready to go and get some more. We have 13 ants. We do need more food. Is there anything else we're accessing from here? No. Okay. And I'm not getting my workers involved in any of this. I want them to stay back and mostly take care of the nest. I'm also going to be very careful and build these like 1 tile wide, because that seems to be mostly an advantageous strategy for fighting these very big guys.
There are intruders in the nest.
Like these guys, there's 4 of them, and so sometimes it seems like it limits them, you know, from attacking more than that. Ooh, look what we got. I think there's a wood lice. Nice. All right, we're carrying off the bodies. Excellent. Okay, let's see what else we have to say here. All right, a tile surrounded by level 2 tiles can be upgraded to level 3. Each upgrade makes the ants produced by that tile more powerful, and at level 3 they will often gain an extra ability. Design chambers hexagonally and surround them by walls to be able to upgrade the maximum number of ants. And when it says surround them by walls, they mean don't dig out the walls. Like, I dug these far too far. So we're gonna upgrade some of these guys as food is coming in. Okay, looks like there's not that much food coming in. Gonna upgrade these 2 food storage places. Okay, so I think, yeah, we definitely want to go this way and around. We don't want to go straight this way. Position my soldiers there. We do want to make our soldiers stronger, that's for sure. Alright, and these ants are going to come digging our worker ants. You can actually, you can assign worker ants to these groupings. But since they're so much weaker than soldier ants, I'm choosing not to do that. Okay. It's interesting, you can see how many ants are responding with those, the pheromone markers. Alright, let's get these guys going. Come on. Come on, ants. Let's go. We need another worker. Here they come. Alright, there we
Predators
go.
are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Okay. Yes, I love when they curl up and die. It's so satisfying. It's like, oh my god, we're taking out these big, horrible creatures.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yeah, that's... So what happened is 3 of my soldiers got killed, and I have no food. So there's, you know, none of my soldiers can hatch. Well, they, you know, the new ones can't. Well, they couldn't hatch until we got some food. We're getting food now, because we just killed those Devil's Coachmen. We're getting the wood lice as well. So that's what they're talking about. Is like, you know, where we're gonna have this deficit of ants there, because of that situation. Okay, let's add another one. And then we're going to start really upgrading stuff, I think. Let's go around this... maybe not that way. I don't know. Okay, this is just not good. These blue walls are not diggable, so just have to keep that in mind. But we are going to find more food this way, which is nice. Let's go ahead and dig all of this stuff out. Okay. Keep on going.
These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they
Yeah.
are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
They look so good. They're really beautifully graphically designed. I think they look really nicely real. Okay, so it tells you about wood lice. They give you 40 food. And then this one, ants assigned to pheromone markers can be told not to gather food or not to attack. We already talked about that. Okay, and while the workers are taking these walls out, our soldier ants are going to be, you know, chopping up these guys. We can also bring them this way, and workers can also attack defenseless creatures like these wood lice without having any fear of death. So that's a good thing. Okay. Wow, we have all of these enemies here. Ugh. It's very painful. Alright, we're going to need to start building bigger. Build bigger. Okay, and also upgrade these guys as well. Okay, and then wait for stuff to happen. I'm not going to spend much food on this expressway for now. Mostly because we need it for our other ants. But the express tiles are fairly cheap. They cost 5 food to place, so that's not too bad of an amount. Alright, come on. Give me food. We need to have food. Let's go. By the way, this is our objective in the upper left. Kill all nearby creatures. And what they mean by that is this whole area of the wood log is nearby. So we have to kill all of the red snocks in the whole place. And I know this seems inefficient to have this circuitous design, but we may really need it later. Okay, let's upgrade some of our ants. Alright, this one can be upgraded to level 3 once we get food. We could also build a couple of food tiles nearby. That would also help speed it up. None of the ants in this particular scenario care about, or none of the enemies care about your food stores that I've seen anyway. I'm not sure if it's different in further play levels. I played up to the first Formicarium challenge because I wanted to kind of experience the rest with everyone. So, okay, now we're almost at our max food storage. Let's go ahead and upgrade these guys as much as we can. Okay, there we go. once we start needing to interact with these larger groups of enemies, we really need to be careful about how much food we store and how much we have. Okay, so let's see if we can upgrade these food tiles. No, we can't. Darn it. I think we need to have another one there. Maybe there. Oh no. Oh, that's right. That's okay. Right. Okay, so now we have a choice of where we want to go. I think we're going to go up to these guys next. It's going to be interesting. Okay, let's upgrade this food tile here. Just having a place where ants can come quickly and drop off the food. Okay, so go this way, please. Okay, and we'll upgrade that tile. And then we'll be able to store more food in that area. Alright, let's very carefully attack this group of enemies. Come on, ants. Go. Go, go, go. I feel like having one worker ant would be a good thing with this colony. We could actually do that. Just have like a single worker ant, maybe here.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Okay, come on guys, go up this way.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Gotta kill these guys. Okay, we're doing well. We're losing some soldiers. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can get them. Go, go, go. Get them. Looks like I did lose that worker ant, which is unfortunate.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Okay. But this is not going to be that bad of a problem because we just got all this new food. So, let's see what we can do. I would like to build one of these ant things. Just like worker ant guy. I don't have enough food? Why? Oh, this one. Oh, okay, I selected the wrong one. And I'm doing that one fairly far away because I don't want it to impede the building of this area. Okay. Okay, so there wasn't actually that much food there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this ant to number 2 so I can control him independently of the main group. I don't want him fighting. Like, this group does not fight. It doesn't collect food. We're just going to have him be the digger ant that goes along with us. And the main thing that you need to... Also, another thing that you need to think about is I haven't found any way of, like, splitting up the groups. It seems to be if the tiles are connected, this is like a whole pod of ants. It's going to do everything together. And that makes sense, I suppose. You know, it's kind of like a team of soldiers or whatever on the battlefield. They bond with each other and they have stronger synergy together. So, anyway, let's get our number 2 guy over here. Oopsies, I already did him. Okay. And hopefully he's going to help us dig this out faster since he'll be there. And then we're going to get one more soldier. We need to get this food, maybe this food up here. And then start taking out these enemies. There's more food that way. How many is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 there. That's 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. Yep. Okay. There's our digger. This way. Okay, that's a lot faster to have like a single.
There are intruders in the nest.
There we go. And Digger, I moved him there. I don't think he moved though. I think he's probably fighting. Okay, wait, is that a new one? I can't tell. I honestly can't tell. Alright, we did get some... We did lose some troops there, but it's okay. We're gonna be okay. I'm gonna leave the rest of these guys to be food for new ants if we need them. This is a big group. This is 9 of them. Okay, let's take group 2 there, our digger. Okay. Come on, digger ant. Go, go, go. There we go. Bring my soldiers forward every square. There we go.
In the nest.
Ooh, we got a lot of larvae in there. That's really nice. That's a good thing. Alright, while they're fighting those things, let me see if I can upgrade these food things more. Okay, we can't. So let's just add a couple more tiles of those. And our workers will process them. Wow, we had some losses. I feel like we have a really strong group of soldiers right now, so we shouldn't be too afraid. But still, at the same time, I am afraid. Okay, we'll get number 2 to dig all this stuff out. Actually, I'll save, put number 2 in the nest group for now. We'll upgrade all of these tiles. It takes a worker to actually upgrade the tiles. It's not instantly done. It's kind of cool how you have like this little light. It's kind of fun. Okay, so this is really an efficient way of storing food, is by upgrading those tiles. Okay. Oh, look what we got here. Oh, nice. Got a bunch of wood lice. Let's send our soldiers in to kill those guys off. Some of them are already there. There we go. Look at this. They're going and attacking those guys. Really, like gangbusters. I really love kind of the way the game looks, like with these little lights inside there sometimes. And it's like you come across them fairly randomly, it seems like. Or in a chamber where they want you to go, obviously. But it's cool, nonetheless. So all of our soldiers are attacking these guys, which is nice. Okay, and we are getting a monster amount of food. Check that out, 387 food. So I'm going to start upgrading these guys here. Oopsies.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
You've done a good job. Yes. So I'm just upgrading the ones where I see the circle is full, and we've run out of food already. Okay, and I think since we're clearing out that area, we're actually making it a lot easier for our ants to go and take stuff around. So we have a lot of level 3 ants right now. It's looking pretty good. Can we upgrade these? Not really. That one can. Okay, so we still have our 17 ants, but now they are much stronger. Much, much stronger. There's also an overlay. We have, if you press Alt, you can see the level of the ants and their health. And then Control enables you to see upgrade tiles. And you can adjust those, of course. There's an options menu here. And there's key bindings, and you can change these things if you like, which I find really nice. It's always nice to have custom key bindings in a game. Alright, let's add 2 more tiles.
This colony must remain small for now.
Yes.
Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Okay. Also remember that even though you put a tile down and it's going to cost 50 to place, it also costs 5 food to hatch the ant, the first ant. So make sure you have enough food to cover that cost when you're building, if you're like really tight on food. Hello, my Araminta. Yes. Greetings. Oh, my good cat comes. Okay, so I think it would be wise to go for an area with more food. This one, we can go past these guys to get that food. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There. Here we have 3, 6, 9, 10. Cat, please don't play with them. So I guess this is more beneficial. Or less dangerous, I should say. Right, so we're going to go this way. Let's get our ant number 2 colony going here. And 1, go right over here. We We really need to protect our queen. I'm worried that I got too good at playing this particular scenario, and I'm not able to show you the dangers involved. Because, like I said, the first time I played this, I failed abjectly, and it was bad. So it was not a good plan. But this is, I'm giving you the benefit of my experience at the moment for,
There are intruders
wow,
in the
look at all these guys. We have 20 ants, and we're up against those, I think it was 10 over here. There's some wood lice here too, which is nice. We're not going to dig yet. We're not going to send our worker ants into the fray, because I'm sure these devil's coachmen are going to attack them. So instead, let's just go this way. Get stuff. Let's have some nice stuff there. Okay, cool. We're doing well. We're doing really well. Let's upgrade some of these areas. Get our ants leveled up. Oh, these can go to 3. That's nice. Oh, nice. That one will also go to 3. And we've made it a lot easier on our ants by having this nice food section here. Food storage over there, which is great. Okay, so our soldiers are working on breaking these guys up for food. And there's a bunch of woodworms in here, which is kind of cool. All right, let's send our soldiers here, and also our little worker ant. The soldiers, by the way, when you do a pheromone marker, they kind of go in a radius, a small radius, to go and collect all the food. It's fairly generous, I think. It's not too bad. Okay, so let's go and see what we can do.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Yes, he's like, you know, stop bothering them. They're doing their thing. Okay, so these are going to be, we're going to have this massive colony of level 20 ants, or not, level 3 ants, 20 of them. I could expand this slightly. Should I expand it? I guess I could. Let's just take these walls down, and just to make sure we have enough ants. The thing about when they die and respawn, it takes time for the ants to take the egg from the queen and transport it to the nest tile. So, in the heat of battle, when
this colony must remain small for now.
When
Food
enemies
is too
are attacking
scarce to
you,
support greater numbers.
that becomes very problematic because there is a wait time, and it's like, okay, we have to fall back, meet at this corridor or whatever. And it's kind of scary. It is actually quite scary. So let's go here, and we'll take our digger ant
The
here
colony
as
is
well.
starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yeah, there we go. So we can't even hatch those new ants that I put down because I misbudgeted that. Right, let's click on scent marker 1. There we go. Gonna push in over here. We'll see what we got. Come on.
Predators are loose in the
Oh,
nest.
God.
The
Look at how many
larvae
there are.
must be protected.
Jeez Louise. Come on, ants, you can do it. Kill them. I love the lighting. It makes it look so dramatic, these battles. It's really good. It's nice. Okay, there we go. I'm going to move the marker like here, so hopefully they can get all of this stuff. I'm going to take this marker and put it over there just to get all the extra stuff. Right, so we have one big area, or 2 areas, I guess. I'm hoping that there's a separation between these 2, and I think there is. I'm not quite sure, though. But anyway, we have hatched our other eggs. Let's put down this one, and we'll get an upgrade on this. This is like high-level ant gameplay right here, you're seeing. Okay, come on. Now, I haven't bothered leaving like a pathway here because I don't have ants going through anywhere. Like I didn't put my food storage there, for example. The food is over here, and this other ant area is there, so I didn't feel that was really necessary. Okay, here we go. Are we still transporting food? What are we doing? Nope, we're done. We're pretty much done. All right, brave ants, we're gonna go and take on this area here. Let's see what this holds. I think this is gonna give us those special enemies very shortly. Come on, ants. Like, sometimes I don't know. Oh, they're staying because of this pheromone marker. So we're gonna have them go this way. Let's go and take it down. Let's go. We can do this.
Predators are loose in the nest.
Oh my god.
The
Oh my
larvae
god.
must be protected.
We have a big one. This is a fully grown thing.
The ants have stumbled into the path of a fully developed devil's coach horse beetle, and it's hungry for breakfast.
Boy.
The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants. The devil's coach horse is dead. Its corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. It says it's aggressive, has a large health pool, and a powerful but slow bite. It will periodically spray ants in front using a foul-smelling secretion which confuses the ants hit by it. It will take a large attack to take down, but can be harvested by 2 ants at a time. That's what I was showing with the tooltip while he was talking. I didn't want to interrupt him, but it said 0 of 2. But anyway, you can have a total of 100 food once killed. Now, we have 24 ants. We have 151 food. I'm going to not grow any new ants, and we're just going to take down this area here. We're going to try to take down all of these guys.
There are intruders in the
Okay,
nest.
Okay, so by having this narrow entry, some of these guys can't get in, which is, I think, advantageous to us. I hope it's advantageous anyway. Okay, we have 15, 14. Come on, guys, keep on fighting. As these guys are dying, more will come from the brood. And hopefully... Oh my god, there they come. Oh, no, they didn't move. Okay, I was just, like, worried. They went actually down further into the first chamber. But if all our ants are dead, okay, we need to have a... Okay, meet here. It's much better to get a lot of ants in an area. Oh god, that one's gonna die. Okay, let's have them meet up here and, oopsies. Yeah, so there's like a force to attack them. Okay, now you can just surround them. Surround them. Come on, come on. Go, go, go. Oh no! Don't get sprayed! Don't get sprayed, just kill it! This is why we have pathways. It's funny, was it the second time I played? These creatures got very close to my queen. They almost ate her.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Come on. Kill stuff. Oh my god, they're still not dead yet. Oh, and we have no more food to feed our brood. This is bad. This is really bad. Jeez. Okay. Can we meet here? Turn back. Okay, we're gonna get the workers involved as well. Just everyone meet here, please. Oh my gosh. We might fail this, actually. Eek. Right. Okay, attack them here. Only 6 soldiers. This is really not good. Gonna get all the workers involved here. Okay, 1 is down. 2 are down. Awesome. I think we killed them. Good deal.
This Formica Fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
Oh boy, that was a very exciting battle. Okay, so what you can do is at the end of the level, if you are successful, you can choose an extra reward. Even if you're not successful, you get a little bit of stuff, which is nice. But you can choose extra territory, food, or extra royal jelly. I'm very tempted to get the extra royal jelly because it's tech points and it's going to help us improve our ants. So I'm going to get the extra royal jelly. Accept. All right, we're going to end the level. And we are put back in our Formicarium. Okay, we got our score here. Time bonus multiplier, stuff things. So we'll return.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Alrighty, so we now got stuff on the surface. Food should be deposited. There's a woodworm there. Ah, there we go. We got snacks. Check out the snacks. And we'll send a group of workers up there. It seems like if you don't send them there, they're kind of sluggish at picking stuff up, but I'm just going to have them collect all this nice food. Well, actually, we can't because we're full on food, but we will adjust our Formicarium colony when we get back in the next episode. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.